About 4 years ago, I had no job, I was trying to switch careers, and I desperately needed a mentor. Within 12 months, I had multiple mentors, and this is exactly how. So back during that time period, I worked in the environmental field, and I just wanted to change. I enjoyed the field that I worked in, but I was overworked, I was underpaid, and severely stressed. I made the decision that I was going to learn a new skill and quit my job. Through mostly luck and being in the right place at the right time, I eventually found myself wanting to learn software development. While I was still working at my previous job, after work, I would go home and I would study, write code, and build web applications for at least 2 hours each night and more time on the weekends. I really enjoyed it, and after a few months, I decided I was going to quit my job and pursue this new career. I had a decent amount of money saved, and I figured I was already getting paid so little that if I failed, I could at least go back to a job that paid what I was making at that time. Before I quit, I had already started to do a few things that would benefit me outside of just coding. Anytime I had learned something new during my 2 hour study time after work or on the weekends, I would post about it on LinkedIn. I wouldn't just talk about what I had learned, I would talk about what I was struggling with as well. I posted pictures and videos about what I was building and showing my successes and failures. I also talked about it being pretty hard and taking a lot of work to make a little bit of progress. Another thing that I would do is add comments to other people's posts. These comments were always encouraging and congratulatory. After about a month or two, people started liking and commenting on my posts. You see, many people were actually struggling with what I was struggling with. However, they weren't being open and honest about it out of fear of judgment. I, however, had no problems posting about things that I sucked at. Eventually, many comments on these posts were professionals in the industry who began to offer help, understanding specific software development topics, or even fixing bugs in my code. All of this gave me the confidence to leave my career and pursue learning how to code. Once I quit my job, I spent even more time posting about the things that I was doing and learning. I made at least one post per day for about 10 months. And by that time, I had already built up a reputation for being consistent, honest, and having the ability to take directions from others. Throughout this time, these experienced developers also started to offer having video calls with me to help with my code. They helped me solve software problems. They let me know how to improve my resume and portfolio. And eventually, they even offered to help me do mock software development interviews so that I was prepared once I started applying for jobs. During those 10 months, I also went to some local software development meetups that were posted on meetup.com. This allowed me to network with even more people in the industry. Something awesome happened after those 10 months. One of those people that actually had been helping me out offered me a job. It was a part-time contract role to build a web application, and I was so proud of myself and finally achieved my goal. Ultimately, that job didn't work out due to the business closing after a few months, and I am no longer a software developer. However, this story is about how I gained many mentors during that time and how you can replicate what I did to your benefit. So here are a few tips to find one or many mentors. Tip number one is to not actually find a mentor, instead have them find you. People do notice when you show up consistently, work hard, and add value to others. They also know when your intentions are genuine. They might not speak about it right away, but they do notice. Instead of immediately asking about mentorship, consistently show up in a place where mentors might be and actually put yourself out there. How is a mentor supposed to find you if they don't even know you exist in the first place? Step two is to actually find a place where future mentors might be. For me, it was LinkedIn because I would see experienced software developers posting on there. It was also in-person meetups that were focused on the type of skill that I was trying to get better at. For you, it could be anywhere, a library, a volunteer, or some other social media platforms. Wherever it is, just make sure there are some people there that have something to do with what you need mentoring in. The best way to find out is to try it out. Tip number three is to be somebody who is actually worth mentoring. Although the type of mentor that I'm talking about is free and does not charge for their time, there is still a cost associated with mentoring someone. It costs time and energy to mentor people, and a mentor wants to make sure that you are worth their time and energy before offering it. This is why consistency is so important. When you're consistent, a potential mentor can gain the understanding that you're dedicated and won't be wasting their time. Another great quality is to be easy to work with. Nobody's going to want to mentor someone that's going to bring stress to their life. Listen when they speak, ask good questions, and actually apply what they're teaching you. This shows that you're teachable and that you're going to apply the help that they're giving you. The last thing that I'll talk about in regards to this tip is being mindful of their time. These people are not your friends. at least in the beginning. If you're going to meet in person, always be on time. If you're going to have a video call, be very specific about what you need help with. This isn't the time to discuss all of your life's problems. Remember, they're giving you their most precious resource for free. Be respectful of it and don't waste it. Now, these are my tips that I've used to find mentors. My story is a lot longer than what I've offered here in this particular video, but for the sake of respecting your time, I cut it down a lot. If you would like to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe.